How's it going? Welcome. Oscar, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, I don't exactly trust that. Sorry. Anyways, welcome everybody to the grand finale to HD Sonic Unleashed. We are going to finish up the rest of the DLC acts today, and we will be doing Eggman Land. Ninjapan, how's it going? Welcome. Last time we finished up with the DLC acts to Shamar. Now we are getting right into Empire City. There's only two, so this shouldn't take too long. The stream might go a bit into overtime, depending on how long this takes. Not entirely sure. But we'll see. And yes, good old harder versions of Act 1. Yeek! Don't really care much for these acts. Hold on. Oh boy. I want to take that path, but I'm not gonna spend all stream trying to do so. The drift sometimes doesn't work. Okay, we're good. I'd appreciate it if you switched. There we go. Nice. Ouch. Sometimes the quick stuff don't work either. Okay, slowly. Oh yeah, and I'll show you guys something right after I finish this stage. One, two, three, four. I'm just gonna boost across. Okay, this part is a bit like WTF-ish. I really like how you can home into those before it even drops all the way. You can home into something there, but you want to go this way. Wing, wing, wing. Lots of rings. Yeek. Now, I think... Oh, not gonna happen here because QTE. Boing. Screw you, Eggman! Where's my boost? Okay. Why didn't my boost come out? Okay, doesn't matter. Let's go. But yeah, there's another good example of why being able to wall jump on any wall is really good, because you can save yourself from bottomless pits. There we go. The quick time event panel did not work.
Feeling good.
Okay, that was interesting. Are you gonna do any other attack besides that one, big guy? Ask and you shall receive. Okay. To a certain degree. Whoa! Can't see anything past the smoke. Nice. Alright. But yeah, as soon as I'm done with this level, I did a little bit of work off camera for the sake of saving time for y'all. Let's go this way, even though, oh, I think it's harder. Jeez. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this time we'll take that scenic route. Not sure if boosting here is a good idea, considering the quick steps sometimes will not come out fast enough. As I was saying, can I save myself? And no. Wait! Nope. Never mind. That's a solid object. Dang. Okay, let's not boost. Only when I have to, I'll boost. Because if you go too slow, you'll fall right off. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Okay, let's go. The scenic route can be fun sometimes. That missile seriously still chasing me? Jeez. Okay, so as you can see, I have upgraded Daytime Sonic to maximum. And I am just 2 more points away from upgrading Werehog Sonic to maximum. I did say I wanted to reach maximum level with both before the actual finale, so there you go. Can you jump from running on walls? Yes, you can actually, but you'll fall right off, so not a good idea. Alright. This act is both one of those acts that's fun, but kind of annoying because, again, like I said previously, when with those big blue robots that chase you, when they chase you on turns, they don't work. They don't function properly. And unfortunately, this stage has... Thank you, Quickstep. This stage has one of them. Though the idea of this stage is cool, just running along the highway. Meta, how's it going? Welcome. You're late? Not by a lot, though. Besides, better late than never, yeah? These guys don't really work that well on turns either, because their lasers can switch lanes, which is what is not supposed to happen with these guys. And that's exactly what happens with the giant robots. And speaking of which, this time it's actually not a view from behind, it's actually kind of in front, making it a bit harder to dodge his stuff. Thank you, boxes. And this is why this part doesn't exactly work. Getting an ice rank here is a tedious endeavor. All because of that section right there. No button showed up and I still failed it. Yay! Take me back up. Okay, don't get too excited. There we go. So many rings, which are now gone. Okay, I get it. We see giant robots. You don't have to... Show me that. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a good score. Those golden robots give you a lot of points, so if you want that S rank on this stage, be sure to get them. You can actually even lightspeed dash along these 10 rings. But I don't want lightspeed dash because I'll probably go flying off this building. And I want to collect these rings, so yeah, give me a second. The rings in this game have such a weird hitbox. Or collect box, or whatever the heck you want to call it. Okay, let's do it. I'm doing the yoga circle. Wolves. Almost an S rank. And with that being said, I can now upgrade Werehog Sonic to maximum. But I'm gonna go ahead and wait until after the next nighttime stage to do so. Which is right now. Again, only 2 DLC acts, and these ones are actually pretty fun. I like these ones. The ones in Adabat are a little more challenging. Yep. However, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the attacks that you missed out on due to me upgrading. One moment. 2 of them are just a stronger version of an attack I already have, if I can do it. Which these guys won't let me, so I'm gonna go ahead and beat them to it. Now you'll let me. This is called Comet Punch. It's a stronger version of the Missile Punch, not in terms of damage output, but just overall damage if all of the hits can actually land. This next one, Were Cyclone, stronger version of Were Tornado. You literally just end it with by pushing enemies outwards. And then we have this one. Ultimate Knuckle Sandwich Combo, not sure why it's called that, and then this one, which is the hook version of the attack. But that's pretty much it. Hold on a second. Big guy. That ring did not want me to collect it. Joseph, how goes it? And yes, I have Sonic's health and Unleashed gauge upgraded to max. So I'll be able to take a lot of punishment. A lot of beatings. Ugh. And my Unleashed gauge is still not at max. That's going to be one of the last things we upgrade, along with my shield. Oh yeah, and here's the final 2 attacks in Sonic's arsenal. These are arguably his strongest ones. Just a huge 6-button combo. And this one, the hook version. That one is really good for tackling a huge group of enemies. So, those are arguably Sonic's strongest attacks in his arsenal, so don't sleep on him. Swingin', swingin'. Hey buddy, how's it going? Gotcha. And now we can go back and cross those beams finally. With the help of these harmless little dark bats. Okay, be careful not to fall off, because you won't be able to grab these. And I'm not going to go for that 1-up, I've got maximum lives already, so... Thank you. There we go. Don't really need to go. Are we done yet? Thank you. Jeez. Yeah, time crossing these carefully. Like the... Yeah, the soundtrack here is actually kind of jazzy. It is. Which is fitting, given the location. You like jazz? Nice, okay. We're heading this way. Oh, but not before another combat section. Hello, people. Uh-oh. How long do you want to shoot for? Jeez. Get out of here with that. Ouch. Ooh, more damage. How's it going, buddy? You want some? Issue. So yes, I will indeed upgrade Sonic to max level right after this stage. My Unleashed gauge and my health and my shield hits will be at maximum. Help me out here, camera. Thank you. Easy does it. So yes, we will finish off the rest of the DLC stages and then go into Eggman Land for the grand finale. Another building scaling section. Keep your attacks to yourself, thank you. Gravity. Actually, if you look at the streets down there, occasionally a car will drive by, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna wait for him to shocky. Ouch. Screw you too. Honestly, screw off. Okay, I don't want to accidentally get electrocuted, because that'll screw me over. Thank you. Let's go. And across we go. Help me out here, camera. Thank you. The funny thing is, if you upgrade Sonic's health bar mid-level, you have to fill it up by collecting rings. Versus if you do it after exiting a level, you'll have it at full the next time you start a level. And Sin goes for his Unleashed bar. And... Shield! Something I never understood is why you have to wait like a full 3 seconds before you can actually grab onto something after attacking mid-air, which is freaking stupid. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to this. Actually, I can't do that. Okay. Let's... Okay, there we go. Moving platforms suck. Ding 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 ding! Get out of here. Let's crit. I don't want to do too many critical attacks because they take up some time versus being able to just destroy the enemy outright. Okay, these guys have got to go. You have got to go. You have got to go. And you have got to go. Alright, let's do it. That was interesting. Lose the shield, buddy. Give me that XP. Ouch. Boink. I'll just wait for you to finish up. Because why not? And another big guy. Hello! Funny thing is, in the main act, you can see these buildings in the distance. Which is pretty cool. And 2. And there's the gold ring. Nice. What? Time to upgrade Sonic to max level. Here we go. Technically, max level is 11, because you reach level 10, but then you have to fill up the bar one more time. However, ring energy is only level 6 for daytime Sonic, but speed is also like level 10/11. And everything for Werehog, with the exception of combat, is level 10/11. Combat is level 30/31, because you have a lot of attacks at your disposal. Yeah! Power overwhelming. Both daytime Sonic and nighttime Sonic are now maxed out. Let's go. Okay, almost done with the DLCs. Then on to the dreaded Eggman Land. Generators. They're not gonna let us destroy them. No problem, I'll just do this. Oh, you wanna block? You wanna block, Sabio? You wanna block? You wanna block? They actually kind of do look like the buildings in B-Movie, don't they? And thank you. And boom! I can't see a thing past Jittery. Whew! One more generator to destroy. Didn't quite let me get it. Jeez, look at how big my health bar and leash gauge are, along with the shield. And you guys you guys already saw how big my boost gauge was. But the speed, however, isn't exactly noticeable unless you're passing checkpoints. Oh boy, here we go. That should do it. Nope, never mind. That attack leaves him stunned for a very long time, too. Very helpful. Okay, there's no drop shadow here, so it's hard to tell where I'm gonna land. Okay, easy does it. Jeez. No, it's cool. Okay, grab. That's something I still don't understand. Like, we see Sonic's arms, we see him, like, stretching his arms out how far in the cutscenes, and then in gameplay, he only does it if they're within, like, really close range. It's like, what's the deal with that? Alright. Let's go. Yikes! Okay. More parkour. The angles here are a bit wonky. Careful. You need to time this very carefully. I shall activate the pegs, and we shall... What's this peg over here for? Oh, for the stuff that's on the top. I don't really need it. I just need to go upwards. And we are nearly there. I believe what's up here is the last of this act. Oh wait, no, never mind. There's another section like this. You're probably gonna want to get rid of this big guy first. Yeek! Or just let him damage the enemies around you. That's it. Thanks for the help. Come here, big guy. And boom. Something I really despise is that you cannot do critical takedowns on enemies if they're in the middle of an attack animation. That is actually very annoying. You have to wait for them to finish their attack and then you can crit them. Thanks for jumping towards me. And interestingly enough, if you're in Unleashed mode, you can grab enemies regardless of how much health they have. But you have to work for it. Anything hidden behind these billboards? No. We have this stuff. There it is. I know, seriously, that would help out a lot with grabbing ledges. I mean, his arms stretch out further in his attacks, for Pete's sake. In fact, I think the longest in game his arm stretch is during that 5-hit, basic 5-hit straight combo. Okay. Okay, up on this building is the last part of this DLC. Yay, more buttons! And then onto the Atabat DLC, and that will be it for the DLC acts. Then it's time for the grand finale. And the finale in this game is, in my opinion, probably the best finale there is in Sonic history. Where's the other big guy? I do not think staying up here... Nope, staying up here does not protect you from those shockwaves. Ouch. No, give me my shield. Okay. If you get hit by any of those attacks on this roof, you're gonna go flying off. Thank you, buddy. Sometimes there are some attacks where they flinch if you attack them, and others where they do not. That's one of them. Can I get down, please? Come here. Doink! And that does it for this act. Let me just collect the rings. And I'll be on my way. Nice!
Oh yeah, that's right, baby.
Whew! Okay. On to the DLC acts of Atabat. Let's do it. Atabat's way over here. Yeah, there's a few for daytime. Obviously, the harder version of this act. However, the ending of this one is really freaking cool, because Sonic is literally running on the waterfall.
Here we go.
He literally runs across the waterfall, which is super freaking cool. Woohoo!
Feeling good.
I can't see anything ahead of me. Should have jumped, but that's okay. Let's go this way. Whee! And do not be boosting while going through those rings, because they, like I said, they will take you less distance for some reason. I can't tell you why. It's weird. You think you go further if you're boosting in them, but no, they go take you less distance. What the frick? Easy does it. Okay, this part is actually an good example of what I said earlier. This section is easier in hard mode because instead of needing to time a jump, you can just go straight into that pulley, and it'll take you right up. No egg chasers. Stinky. Don't really recommend drifting. And this guy. I don't know what the deal is, but he spawns really close behind you. So if you quit boosting, he's gonna do this attack that is literally unavoidable. This also makes his attacks harder to dodge, because he's really right... Did I get hit by that or did I hit something else? Yeah, he's literally right behind you. Lightspeed dash. Rainbow rings for the win. Lightspeed dash. Ooh, what the frick? Whew, okay. Again, another easier part on hard mode. Ouch. Okay, this you gotta time very carefully. Okay. Wing. Check out the view! Oh my gosh, okay. We're good. I almost did not see that freaking water spout thing. Did not want a homing attack, I wanted to boost, so now I'm gonna take a minute to get through this. Okay. What was that? It was stupid, that's what it was. I was still alive, what the frick? Well, that was something. Okay. Let's save up some boost energy. Along with collecting rings, destroying enemies also fills your boost gauge. You're asking for some pretty tight platforming there. Here we go! Running across the frickin' waterfall, let's go! Yeah, for a nice, interesting little platforming section. Thank you. Lose the shield, buddy. You need to be careful though, because controls aren't exactly precise. And the camera angle makes it a bit tricky to tell where you're going. Paul, how's it going? Welcome. That's an S rank? Holy shoot. The S ranks in this stage are pretty darn generous. But yeah, Sonic is fast enough to run across a waterfall. Not only is water not exactly a solid surface, but it's falling with gravity, so yeah, Sonic is pretty... yeah, he can run across the freaking waterfall. Okay, now this act is one of the more interesting ones. It's a simpler one. Oh. I beg your pardon. Again, it's one of the more simpler ones, but I have no idea where I'm going, but it doesn't matter. How much more of the game do we do? We're gonna finish up the Adabat DLCs and then do Eggman Land, which is the finale. So not much more to go. I think I could have saved myself there. But again, the homing attack button being the same as the boost button kind of screwed me over. Wing. Watch those missiles. Alright. Okay, there's no drop shadow, so I have no idea where I'm going to land. And you gotta be quick about it, which doesn't help. Jeez. Yeet! Thank you! Yeah, there's no checkpoints in this act either, so it's a one and go. Those missile enemies are the most annoying basics at daytime Sonic enemies. They really are. Jeez. Great! Great! That is insane. It is, but it's really good. I'll be streaming the DLC to it next weekend. Okay, I think maybe what I want to do is jump on top of here. And yeah, there we go.
Sweet.
Nice juicy S rank. Awesome. Now this next act is both fun, but kind of annoying because it has you sprinting across water the entire time, so make sure your boost gauge is nice and upgraded. Because if you're running on water, Sonic's boost gauge actually depletes a little quicker. At least I think it does. That could be Generations I'm thinking of where that happens. In this game, that's probably not the case, but still, be sure to keep your boost up. More egg chasers. Now there is really only one section. Okay, you can be stylish and do a corkscrew, but that often screws you over due to the... I'm alive. Phew, I'll take it. The water wasn't deep enough. Okay, I cannot tell where the heck I am going. But yeah. And that's it for the final DLC act for daytime.
Yes.
If I didn't take that hit, that probably would have been an S rank. But that's okay. On to the final two DLC nighttime acts, and then on to Eggman Land. Let's do it. At like 300 miles per hour. Sonic's got some durability, don't he? Okay, the ending to this act is BS. You have two of these titans, and if they hit you at all, you're gonna fly right into the water and insta-fail. Starting off against the titan with no unleashed gauge, but that's okay. Jeez, talk about collateral damage. Ugh, you flowers are so annoying. You can get the Titan to attack the smaller guys. That was close. Doink! Give me that full unleash bar. Come here, buddy. Ooh, that is such a good attack. see what's inside these. Not those. Ouch. What was that actually XP? How many of these guys spawn? Jeez. Ouch. That is XP in those breaks. Dang. Okay, we finally done here. Thank you. Let's go. Yeah, there's another good XP farming level, I guess. Grab. This one is like somewhere in the middle of Act 1, which is pretty cool. You can see the rest of the stage. I'm gonna go this way. Yeah, but you know, another decent XP farming act. It sucks that the XP farming acts are mainly the DLC acts, so if you don't have the DLC, you have no real way of farming XP, unfortunately. And these bees have got to go. Come here, buddy. Squish! And you're next. Get the heck down from there, dude. These wizards are the most annoying enemies to deal with. Get on the ground. Thank you. And goodbye. Dang it, these rings have such a weird hitbox. Let me get you. Thank you. Okay, this way is a optional way, but we're gonna take it anyway, just for the sake of getting all these collectibles. XP! If you hit these little seashells, they'll give you a little bit of energy to use your unleashed gauge, which is kinda cool. Checkpoint! Again, no drop shadows, so this is... That is one big complaint I have about this game, is if you're going to include platforming, you need to give us an indicator of where you're going to land. Having no drop shadow has screwed me over so many times. And it sucks because it's like, not my fault I died, it's like, I have no indicator. Jeez Louise. Parasitic Cat, thank you for the subscription. Much appreciated. Hope you like what you see. I mean, you'll notice in a lot of other platformers, there's a shadow under your character at all times. And that's essential for platforming, because you need to be able to tell where you are in the air if you want to land on a platform. This game does not have that, and platforming is like 50% of this game. Actually, no, it's more like 60% of the game, because there's still platforming in the daytime stages. Is the DLC included with the base game? Oh no, you have to pay for it separately. However, the DLC, for what it's worth, it's literally only like $2 each adventure pack. You get an adventure pack for each continent that comes with a lot of different acts, so for the small price that it is, it's definitely worth it. And you guys have got to go. Ouch. Eat it. And eat it. No, don't throw it at the big guy, throw it at this guy. There we go. Problem solved. So yeah, if you get hit by pretty much any of this guy's attacks, you're gonna go flying right into the water. So be careful. Ooh, your health gauge is non-existent, pal. Doink! And there we go. 2 of these guys to deal with. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Give me my rings! Okay. Let's go. Should I even risk going over here? Yeah, why not? One of the stupidest things about this game, however, is Sonic has a bit of a delay when he pulls himself up from grabbing something. So if you fall into the, like, death plane, despite grabbing something, he'll still die. He'll still fail, it's so annoying. And the QTEs for these guys are fast. Actually, add any shadows. There are shadows, but unfortunately the way this game works is the lighting is more realistic than anything. So, your shadow is based off of where the moon is shining, or the sun. I pressed Y, excuse me. You get hit by that shockwave, you're as good as dead. There we go. Doink! No. And of course, that's the only attack he's gonna do. Your health bar is, again, non-existent, buddy. Donk. Okay. Now just get rid of these guys, which are a huge pain. And done. But first, I'm gonna go ahead and collect what I can over here. That would suck if I fell in the water after defeating everyone. Please don't do that. Just grab that ring. Give me all the XP. It's nice that Sonic's faster while in Unleashed mode, but that also makes him a bit harder to control. That went very smooth for what that act was. Na 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 na. Okay, one more DLC act to go in Adabat, and then it's time for the grand finale. This act is kind of interesting. It's a puzzle solving act, so to speak. You need to either raise or lower the water levels in this act to make it to the top. There we go. However, I want to actually lower it all the way so I can collect what's at the bottom. And be careful, falling into the water at all will result in an instant fail, so be careful. I hope I can still remember how to lower the water completely. Skip this lever, go straight on over here. Break this wall. And here we go. Water level is completely out. Collectibles! Yay! Okay. Come here. Thank you. There's quite literally nothing but rings down here, but every little bit helps. More XP. Yay, 64 XP. The thing is, I don't need any more XP. And that unintentionally rhymed. Yay, more XP. Okay. Now to raise the water levels again and make our way to the top. In order to do so, all you gotta do is reactivate this lever. Now let's pull this one. We shall raise the water level. Be very careful not to fall in. Sometimes the camera angles can screw you over. Like right here is a good example. Am I gonna land? I almost missed it. What's down here? That's where we go. Ugh. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to this act. Just a little bit of puzzle solving. It's not really puzzle solving because it's kind of... You literally do what you have to do on your way to the top. So it's not really much of a puzzle solving stage. But at the same time it kind of is. Jeez, that was a good grab. Okay, please. Okay. Okay, I almost did not make that one. Now we gotta go back again. But that's a problem because... Okay, good. And something that's kind of annoying is that the way Sonic moves in this game as a werehog is a bit jank. Like, after landing, he'll scoot forward a little bit, which will cause Sonic's jump to... Which will cause Sonic to move forward a bit with his next jump. And that can really screw you over sometimes. Just a little more XP. And the other path just leads straight to here, so... Yikes! Okay, we're good. Jeez. Okay, time your maneuvering carefully. Give me that ring. Okay. Let's just hold on. Good. There's a little something over here, I think. Yeah, there is. I just wanna... Alright. Here we go. I like how it shows this huge area over here, like it's gonna... Like you're gonna have to fight like one of the Titans or Big Mamas or something. But no, it's just a bunch of basic enemies. Very anticlimactic. Will Frontiers add some sort of new form for Sonic? That would be dope. Actually, an interesting thing is that, ouch. The enemy that we kind of saw is very reminiscent to Infinite. It looks almost like they're using the same concept. I'm gonna go ahead and crit all of y'all for maximum score. Ooh, dang, you guys are a little weaker. I mean, no, Duro. These little guys have got to go. Thank you. Let me collect these rings, or the XP instead. Get over here. Nowhere to go. Hey, buddy. Yeah, that part, it's like you're expecting to fight like one of those big mamas and then a titan. But no, it's just a bunch of basic enemies.
Oh yeah, that's right, baby.
Yeah. Alright, on to Eggman Land. Let's do it. Ray, how goes it? I will not believe what just happened. What happened? Oop. Don't want to do that act again. Go to Eggman Land. Here we go. The hardest level in the history of Sonic. And we saw this cutscene already. If they did something similar to Breath of the Wild 2, include some sort of sky exploration. Yo, imagine Sonic being able to actually fly the tornado. That'd be cool. Or if you unlock Super Sonic in an open world plane, you can just fly around as Super Sonic. Bring Hyper Sonic back for Pete's sake. Yikes! Okay. And the QTEs here are ruthless. If you want the shortest way possible, go ahead and boost over here. Stay on the center rail. This is the fastest and easiest way across this first portion as possible. The rest of it is pretty intense platforming, if you don't. So you were playing Switch In, and we told to walk your dog. Your mom thought she could replace. Oh wow! Did you end up winning though? Yeah, what Ninja Phone asked. Now the interesting thing about this act is that you don't need to attack the enemies at all. You can just go. But there are some enemies you do have to attack. These ones are not one of them. So I'm gonna just skip over them. I could have just jumped on this and grabbed this one up there. Ugh. Ouch. That was unpleasant. You can get through this without these moving, but you have to time your jumps carefully. She didn't win? Aw. Oh, well, she tried. Okay, these enemies you have to defeat. Because regarding this barrier. And you have these little teacup rides that spew fire out, making things a lot harder than what they have to do, so yeah, be careful. Doink! Up here, buddy. Yeah, even with the maxed out Sonic and everything, these guys still take a minute to destroy. Let's go. Whew. Okay, these next two daytime segments are actually pretty stressful. Boing. These walls will literally screw you, so be careful. Let's wall jump up here. A record player. I'll take it. Yes, there are collectibles in this stage, which is a bit strange. This doesn't seem like the kind of stage to have collectibles in it. Okay, easy. Good. I'll take the art book. And stop. Time for a roller coaster ride. And now for another bobsled-esque section, except very unforgiving. Getting hit by any hazards at all will pretty much result in an instant death, so be careful. Okay. It will result in an instant fail. Jump. Whew, okay. Okay, be careful. Okay, so far so good. I would kind of prefer it if this was more like the SD version, where you had a daytime act and then a nighttime act. Okay, be very careful here. Falling off will be really bad. Don't really need that life because I'm maxed out. I've got many. I've got plenty. Okay. We can ignore these guys. Let's open this door. Okay, so there is an easier way to do this part, but it's really, really, really risky. Like, what you gotta do is grab a hold of this, jump over here, grab this, there you go. And there is a collectible in there, but I don't really recommend trying to go for it. Actually, hold on. I think I need to work my way back this way. Actually, no I don't. I can just go up here. Okay. Camera! Okay. Okay, now this is the part that makes it a little tricky because of the camera angle. Whew, there we go. Okay. The actual path you're supposed to take is a lot more challenging to deal with. So I prefer to go this way because it's not exactly easier, but less unforgiving, if that makes sense. Come here. And these enemies, again, we can just ignore them. Okay, the final daytime section is coming right up, and it is very tricky. What are those camera shifts? I have no idea, but they do not help in a lot of cases. One, two. Okay. Just keep doing this until those disappear, because if you fall down there, you'll kind of get screwed. Let's be quick about it. 1, 2, wall jump. Good. Okay, the QTEs in this next part are just so unforgiving. They're not as bad as some of the ones we've experienced in the DLC acts, but it still doesn't change the fact that they're a pain. Good. Doing. Okay, you're gonna want to time this part a little carefully. Wait until those walls come out. Be very careful with the platforming here. just hit the spring to go on this path. These blue ones, well, I don't like you. Bonk. Okay. We are nearly done with Eggman Land. I almost pressed the A button. Jeez. Nice! Let's go! On for a little skydiving section. Oh gosh. You have no invincibility frames after getting hit here either, so be very careful with your descent. Whew. Okay, now what you can do is you can switch over to Warehouse Sonic and go through that door, or you can come over to the side and there's a little faster route for Daytime Sonic. Here we go. Ouch. Alright, the last warehouse section coming right up. Again, these enemies you can ignore it completely if you want to. Now there's some pretty pink doors that you can break open. Those will deactivate the lasers. Yay, a little tunnel. These things remind me of those little slides you go on in those freaking McDonald's, like, indoor McDonald's jungle gyms. That's what these remind me of. That's what those remind me of, like, no joke. Okay, now here we have a whole bunch of airborne enemies we gotta take out. Ouch, 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 ouch. That's what I'm going for. For the love of... Okay. I'm gonna go this way. Now I'll take you out. Doink! You can just grab a hold of the enemies, like, no problem. That should do it. Yep, let's go. Ronald Eggman McDonald. And we have another one of those slides. This one always starts off super freaking slow like that. It's so annoying. Okay, be careful when exiting this one. There is a risk-reward shortcut we can take by just jumping across here, but not really sure I want to. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go the main route. Or, I don't know, should I? No. Let's just go the main route. The main route is safer. Well, safer, quote-unquote. Neither route is safe. It's freaking Eggman Land. Okay, no drop shadow equals... Be careful with your timing. Gonna wait for them to fire again. Whew. Okay. And there we go. One more slide to victory. Ouch. Hello, Razor Blades. Thank you. These spin too quickly for this section. Like, seriously, what the frick? I don't think they do any damage to you, which is... Oh, wait. No, they don't do damage to you. Doesn't make them any less annoying. Okay, that pink door is the wrong one. You want to break this one over here. Yeah, man. Yeah! Selling fast food by day, screwing Sonic by night. Help me out here, camera. Less damage taken. We got two pretty insane rooms to go through here. Did I not hit you? What the frick was that? Ugh, those electric enemies are so annoying. Doink! You can ignore the smaller enemies, but I'm gonna take them out anyway. Ouch. And you're gone. Only for another one to appear. Ugh. Lose your shield, buddy. And deadlift. However, I'm gonna go ahead and break these because why not? Collect the rings, all that good stuff. I'm doing more damage. Give me that XP. Give me that XP juice. More rings. And that's a hit for this room. Okay. The final room. Let's do it. If you have Sonic's strength upgraded to max, use the that claw pickup and go unleashed mode. The missile punch pretty much brings these guys down to just one hit. Look at that. Boink. Hello, buddy. Your turn. Dang, I did that punch right before the extra damage hit pickup wore off. Holy shoot. And that's it for Eggman Land, however. We're gonna go ahead and deal with these guys first. Because they are annoying. And because why not? Don't get out of the ring! Don't make me accidentally hit you! Oh my gosh. These wizards are just the most annoying thing in this game. I actually don't know what's more annoying. The wizards or those freaking missile enemies in the daytime stages. Jeez, they take forever to despawn. What the frick? And there we go. Now we're just gonna go ahead and collect these rings and break these containers, and then we're good. Woo! Deathless Eggman run. Let's go. I didn't fail even once. Just like when I showcased the stage in my PS3 series I did. Okay. And there we have it. Now that's a lot of damage! Indeed it is. And once again, we get cutscenes. Yay!
The final Chaos Emerald. Back at last. put the world back to normal. Dark Gaia will go back to being sealed within the core, and my work will be done.
That's great, Chip.
Yup. Thank you, Sonic. It's all thanks to you. Yeah!
Oh, it appears that Sonic has restored the last of the Chaos Emeralds. Things should settle down around here before long.
That's right. Satellite footage confirms that the last piece is moving back into place.
That's wonderful. I'll await your safe return then. You can give me a full report over a plate of luscious cucumber sandwiches.
I'll be happy to fill you in, Professor.
Do you feel that?
Looks like you're a bit too late, Sonic.
Eggman!
Thanks to my wondrous technology, Dark Gaia is whole and complete. I harnessed its energy to put together this little creation. Behold, the Ultra Hyper Prototype 1! Crush them! This gorge will be your tomb! Even you won't last long against this one!
That lit up part on the bottom looks fishy. I'll try aiming for that.
How about this? could I lose? This isn't over. I'll build a prototype too and...
What? It's Dark Gaia.
Yes, Dark Gaia! Crush this insolent little hedgehog! Kick him to the outer limits of space!
Sonic, what's wrong? Sonic, you've got to get up! Sonic!
Chip! Run, Chip!
Hey! 7 lights of the earth rekindled!
What's happening? Wow, that's just incredible! The temple!
Awaken and gather here to me! Sonic.
Alright. Before I do this, though, is the stream lagging on your guys' end? Want to make sure it's going smoothly for you guys, because on my end it's a bit buffery. That was a little bit during the cutscene, but it's better now? Okay, good. I am not about to have my internet pull a big middle finger on me in the grand finale to this game. If it does, I will take the router and snap it in half on my leg. Okay. So yes, we are controlling Gaia Colossus. You can see the attacks down there, or the actions rather. Oh yeah, the first one is the same. Okay, now for more QTEs. Because you guys may need to refresh it. Not entirely sure. Doink!
Roger that, buddy. Time for the big finale.
Looking like something straight out of Timefall. Almost, actually. Freaking Gaia Colossus over here. Okay, don't really recommend boosting here because of this part. Okay, for those sections, you gotta run across the Gaia Colossus to get to Dark Gaia's weak point. These are the only sections that are pretty much completely identical to the SD version. Even though the SD version came out after the HD version, so that's kinda cool. And yes, unlike the SD version, you have to do it one at a time, which means you gotta reach your way to Dark Gaia each time you want to attack that weak point. So this fight drags out, but at the same time, this is, what is in my opinion, the best finale in a Sonic game. And you'll see why once we reach the final phase. The setting is there, the music is there, the tone, everything about it is just on point. That's kind of hard to time sometimes. That, pun intended. Coolest, that's for sure. Definitely agreed. Oh gosh. Okay. Sometimes the smoke can throw me off with these QTEs. Or the dust. Smoke, dust, whatever the heck you want to call it. And... did that hurt? How about this one? Okay, there is a weird thing with this second section, that even if you get the QTEs right on this wall jump segment, you'll still get hit by this giant tentacle thing. It happens in the SD version as well. Not sure what the deal is. And be careful not to take too long on those sections, because if you do, Dark Gaia will charge his laser and push you all the way back out, so you have to approach him again. Yes, unlike newer, like really freaking easy as heck final bosses in Sonic games nowadays, there's actually a penalty for messing up. But like in Sonic Colors, the final boss there, it's still a really good final boss, but the problem with it is it's way too short and way too easy, and during the final phase, you can just stand there and do nothing, and nothing will happen. Eggman will not be able to recover to continue attacking. He's just stuck there. Ouch. I disagree. And yes, Dark Gaia does attack faster with each wave, so be on guard. Ah, crud. That was a waste of time. I disagree. And I disagree. Before he shoots the laser. Sometimes it'll ask you to press one of the bumpers, and that can throw me off sometimes. As messing up even one of these QTEs will result in you screwing up and being blasted all the way back out. Yeah, the game actually makes you have to actually complete this. Oh, Ooh, that almost got me. Nice try, game. But yeah, unlike the easier final bosses we have nowadays for Sonic games, this one requires you to actually do good.
Sonic, hit Dark Gaia's weak spot. Quick, while I hold him back.
Last one. Let's go. The only difference here is you actually get to run on the wall right here to save some time.
Dark Gaia's getting ready to do something.
That doesn't exist in the SD version. Okay, this part's a little tricky because of the tilted platforms. And that does it.
Let's go.
What's happening? It was broad daylight a minute ago.
Dark Gaia has regained its true power. The beast is complete. It's just as the Gaia manuscripts foretold, and the world shall be plunged into the dark of night, the dark of destruction. Oh, that it should come to this. We're doomed. The planet is lost.
That won't happen. There's no way Sonic will let it end like this.
Let's do it!
Here we go. Perfect Dark Gaia. Rockstar, how goes it? Welcome.
For the big finish! Sonic.
Now this, a Supersonic fight actually makes you feel like you're playing as Supersonic, because you're not limited to just, like, doing one thing in particular. You actually maneuver around, and you can boost. Collect as many rings as you can, but oddly enough, this is the one boss, or time you play a Supersonic, where rings are not your health. Instead, you have a health bar.
My turn, Sonic.
Hey, what are you doing, Chip?
This is probably the closest thing we will get to a Dark Souls boss in a Sonic game.
Chip, you were... Wow.
The only thing I'm concerned about is during the last fight with Eggman from the Egg Dragon, there was a QTE where you had to rapidly press a button multiple times. For some reason, regardless of how fast I pressed it, it still depleted very slowly, so that might cause problems here. But anyway, what you have to do is play a Supersonic, go around this huge barrier to take out all these weird snake things to take out the shield. If you're too slow, Dark Eye will take out a chip, and you'll have to start over. However, once you do enough damage, Dark Eye will turn his attention to you, ouch, and start attacking you. No stale. He's gonna fire a laser! Ouch! I'd rather get hit. Okay, this is not ideal. Can one of you guys poke your heads out, please? Thank you. Sometimes it's hard to... The camera angle makes it hard to see these rocks that are floating somewhere, and if you run into them, you will get hit, so... Oh, screw off. Honestly. This is not looking good. Come on, poke your head out, jeez. Now you stay where you are. No. Oh, come on. I hit you. Hey, Dark Gaia. Wonderful weather we're having. Those should not hold me to you. Hit me with your laser, I don't care. I'm gonna take out this last snake thing.
Yes, the shield's gone.
Sonic, you did it!
It's almost impossible to do a no damage run on this entire boss fight because that laser he fights and fires at you in phase 1 is almost unavoidable, and so are some of those rocks, but you gotta punch them. During this phase, you're more likely to run into those rocks that are floating around the shield than getting hit by Dark Eye's attacks because of the camera angle. But that's quite alright. I just really like how cinematic this boss fight is. And the music just makes it so perfect. Okay, this part is the part I'm concerned about. Please don't screw me over frame rate. Let me press this button as fast as I can. Yes, thank you. There we go.
Here's Sonic.
Coming at ya.
Pleasant morning, wouldn't you say, Doctor? You can simply begin your plans anew. Even if all of your efforts this last time were utterly wasted, even if it was a complete and utter humiliating loss, even the most pathetic loser in all the world will surely have his chance to.
Ah, the light reigns over darkness, and the world is returned to peace. It's simply a miracle. We've been saved by a miracle.
I told you, didn't I? There was no way Sonic would let something like that happen.
And right you were. Still, we cannot live without the night. We all must sleep. We all must rest. Darkness is a part of our world, just the same as light. It may be that the darkness has not been destroyed, but merely laid to rest. It grows strong over the eons, rises up, then is put to slumber by the light. Perhaps that is the true balance of dark and light Gaia. That balance may be the very will of the planet itself.
Save the speech for later. We've got to get things ready for Sonic's coming home party!
Sonic. Sonic, you must live.
Chip? Ow! Huh?
I'll never forget you. I'll be here by you, always. A part of the earth you tread.
Hey, Sonic!
Good times and bad times, I can count on being with you. I thank you for staying so true. My life will go on a long time, have to catch up when I see you. And you are my reason I can make it through. I will give my word that I will come in time to rescue. My heart will always be with you. I'm so glad I met you, being with me wherever, made for each other forever. I know life can be tough on you, time and time again. Laughter may be gone away. I will wipe away my tears tomorrow. But life must go on, not so easy. Let you travel away. I will be there if you need me, and I know you'll do the same. I can see you, I can hear you in my heart. You will be here if I need you. I will never have to guess, 'cause we are very special friends. So send me a letter, let me know how you're doing. You are my lifetime and true friend. Will never be forgotten. Having trust is all we may need. You are always with me in the life I lead. So far, far away from life I used to know. Worries are too far to. I will stop and close my eyes. Remember, end of the rainbow. I can take you. I will catch it for you. Memories you can recall with me any time of day. You can reach out, you can ask me in your soul. I will answer when you call me. I will come no matter how, 'cause we are very special friends. Just like a river that flows, just like stars in the dark night. Lead me in the storm, lead me in the dark. You are the light of my life.
that does it for pretty much what is, in my opinion, the best Sonic game ever made. However, now that we have completed Eggman Land, there's one more thing we can do. I gotta showcase the hub world to Eggman Land really quickly. So one last thing to do. It's a very small hub world, but it's a hub world nonetheless. And the cool thing about this is that in the SD version of the game, this is where the first nighttime act starts, right here. You go down this long tunnel, which is pretty cool. However, interestingly enough, as I was saying, interestingly enough, my game crashed. Okay, give me a second. Thank you very much, Xbox One. I appreciate it. What is the end of the stream? Anywho's, let me go back to the hub world, because there are some things that I can collect at the shop there, and I will give to Professor Pickles, and then I will end the stream. Thank you for that. But yeah, but what I was actually going to say... I don't need you to see my cloud grow. The final boss to the game, Dark Gaia, the first time you play it, it does not give you a rank because it enters the cutscene just as you finish the battle. So, you can go back to Eggman Land and select the boss and do it again for an actual S rank. And I would like to showcase that because Super Sonic does a pretty cool animation when he gets the S rank. But at the same time, I don't want the stream to go too much into overtime. Yeah, see, it's got no rank at all. And the S rank for this boss is really easy to get. Should I go back into it and get that rank? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do it because I can make a short video of it, maybe. Here's the thing, though. The next series I do, I want it to be something completely different. So I'm gonna do the boss one more time really quickly, and I'll skip the cutscenes so it won't take nearly as long. Because I wanna, I wanna showcase the S-rank animation that Super Sonic gets. It's actually really cool, and getting an S-rank on this boss is actually pretty darn easy. Well, the only part that really matters is like the very last part. You can die in the first two phases, but then as long as you do well on the final phase, you'll get that S rank. But I'm gonna try my best not to die anyway, because that will make more time. Gonna fire your laser. Good. Now I can remember to stay in the middle. So yeah, just gonna redo this boss fight again. Already seen it, but this time I'm gonna get that rank. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get what's in the shop and give them to Professor Pickle. Because that will be every souvenir, I believe. Oh, and I forgot to mention that there is one more souvenir I did not collect on stream from the salesman. It's like a tablecloth or something. It was actually pretty cool. Get hit, Dark Gaia. And we don't need to watch the cutscenes again.
Sonic, hit Dark Gaia's weak spot. Quick, Twilight, hold him back. Chip, you run.
On the right side, you guys get to see Chip again. Dead.
Hurry, Sonic. Dark Gaia's getting ready to
Ooh, that part is trippy.
Hang tight, Chip.
Ding 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 ding. Okay, 2 more times. And then the grand finale. And this time I think I actually am gonna go on mute so you guys can listen to the instrumental orchestra to Endless Possibility, because it is so freaking good. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Which way is next? I think it's this way. I can't remember. It is this way. I am Schmort. Jeez, I'm not even needing to stop to attack these rocks. I will have to for this one, though, because this one is unavoidable. As far as I'm concerned, it is. Okay, yeah, so the stream is going to go a little bit into overtime, but not by a whole lot. Just by maybe 20 minutes. Let me get you before you toss another one. There we go. Bonk. It feels good to beat you up again, Dark Guy. I don't want to hug you. So, maybe that glitch will happen this time. Let's see. Nope. Okay, good. One more time. I don't like how long this part takes. I get it, it's for like the cinematic and kind of dramatic effect, but it's like, yeah, I just want to fight the boss. In between. Not gonna make this one. If you guys remember the SD version of this final boss, I think the Supersonic portion is actually a little bit better because it's just a 1v1 against Perfect Dark Eye and Supersonic, and it is done so incredibly well because your rings constantly deplete over time. You have to use 10 rings to even attack him, and every time you get hit, you lose rings. So that's like a Supersonic final boss done right, and you gotta attack him 7 times. So you're gonna lose at least 7 rings in that fight, 70 rings in that fight. Though I do like how much more cinematic this version of it is. Through the fire and the flames. Stop giving me the bumpers. No bumpers. Intense guitar solo plays. Oh, good. There goes the doggos. Let's speed up a bit. Go on this one to the far. Go to the far left for a 1-up. Doesn't do much, but nice to have. On the SD version of this game, you can take your sweet time on this section. Freaking ouch. But on the HD version, you actually have to hurry. Okay, time for the last part. I'm gonna show you guys the little animation Supersonic does when he gets an S rank. It's pretty cool. Skipping the cutscene. And I'm gonna go on mute this time, so I guess.
All right, Chip. Time for the big finish.
Sonic.
I gotta take out the shield.
My turn, Sonic.
Hey, what are you doing, Chip? Chip, you were... Wow.
I'll get its attention, Sonic. You do something about this shield. I think those big snake things are creating the shield, Sonic.
Looks like those snake things are its weak spot. The shield's gone!
Sonic, you did it!
Chip! Be right there! This one covered! Aww.
Yes, it almost did screw me over at that last second. Gosh darn it. Okay, but anywho, you got to see that little animation, and we have a rank for every stage in the game now. But one last thing to do. Hello, Robo. Let's get all of these and give them to Professor Pickle. Yeah. And check out the food here. Egg candy, egg dog, poppin' acorn, egg puff, exquisite lunch. Versus Egg Dragoon versus Dark Aya. Supersonic versus Perfect Dark Aya. Oh yeah, some of the best sounds in the game. And you get a lot of cutscenes here too. So that's good. Alright. Professor Pickle, and then we're gonna call it good. And I like how we got to maximum level XP in the bar, even though we completely upgraded Sonic anyway. Egg candy sounds disgusting. Egg candy. It's candy, it's a lollipop that tastes like a rotten egg, maybe. Okay, Professor Pickle. I think these are the last of the souvenirs. See, inventory. Yep, I believe these are the last souvenirs.
Sonic!
My friend? We already did it. Thank you. Hand over souvenirs. Yep. Got it. Understood. Understood. It's a record. Yay! It's a videotape. Nope, I'm good. Alright, I believe that is every souvenir in the game. But that is also going to do it for HD Sonic Unleashed. What is, in my opinion, the best Sonic game ever made. So, like, if you guys haven't played this game, I really, really encourage you to try it out, see what you think of it. It's definitely one of the more challenging Sonic games. It's definitely not easy, but once you get the hang of it, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I do have some valid complaints about it, such as the boost button and the homing attack button being the same button. I'm not sure why they made that decision. It's bizarre, and in some cases it can screw you over. And obviously the Hedgehog engine isn't exactly ironed out. It's their first time using it, so it doesn't work as well as it should. But that's understandable considering it's their first time using it. So I can't really, complain too much about that. And another thing is, yeah, I think you should be able to have the ability to grab ledges after doing werehog attacks in the air, because you can do it while on the ground. So I'm not sure why you can't do it in the air. So that screwed me over a few times, as you've seen. Not only that, but the game is oversaturated with quick time events. Not that's necessarily a bad thing. If you know the buttons of the controller you're using, you should be able to get through them no problem. The only thing that can really screw you over is, being nervous while doing them. So I recommend just to stay calm and just press the buttons you see on the screen in that order, and you'll be just fine. But yeah, that's pretty much it for HD Sonic Unleashed. Despite the drawbacks, it is still, in my opinion, the best Sonic game ever made, because you get your money's worth with this game, and especially the DLC. Having those extra acts is really nice, and you get to do a lot of side missions in the hub worlds. And the hub worlds in this game are just freaking gorgeous. The music, the setting, they're all based off of real-world locations, so it really feels like you're traveling the world. It's just an amazing game. It sounds great, it looks great, it plays great. Everything about it, I think, is just a solid, 10 out of 10 for me. It really is. I definitely, especially on the Xbox One Series X, when the frame rate isn't as much of an issue, it runs a lot smoother. It's freaking gorgeous. I really do wish they would remake this game, remaster it, and fix the main issues with it, such as the button mapping and the physics engine. I really wish they would, because if they did, it would be perfected, and I would give this game a solid 10 out of 10 rating. But due to the drawbacks, I have to give it maybe an 8 out of 10, which is still pretty darn high. it's still pretty darn high. But if those drawbacks weren't non-existent, then yeah, this would be a solid 10 out of 10. And on its, on my own liking of this game, with it being the best Sonic game I think it's ever made, I could just give it a 10 out of 10, but those drawbacks really screw you over sometimes, and it kind of sucks. How many streams it took to get all the way through was definitely worth it. I mean, the main story itself is only like 8 hours long, but if you do all the side stuff, this game can clock in at like, maybe, I'm gonna say a week's, maybe 8 days worth of playtime. It's up there. It definitely is up there. It's a very solid game. And yes, again, in my opinion, the best Sonic game ever made. But that's pretty much all I have to say about it. So next weekend, I will be streaming the Delicious Last Course for Cuphead. Let's see how long it takes me to beat that. I hear it's really, really short. It's only like 6 bosses and some bonus stuff on the side with some secret bosses. But knowing how tough Cuphead is, it might take me 2 streams to beat it. I'm not sure. If I do beat it within the first stream, I'm gonna see what else I can showcase on it the next stream. I'm not entirely sure though. We'll see though. But yes, next weekend will in fact be the DLC to Cuphead. There are some hidden bosses after you finish the main story, I think. Okay, that's good. So then that gives more stuff to showcase. Nice. And I'm actually really excited to go into this DLC because I recently started playing Cuphead again recently just to get ready for it. And it's honestly one of those games that's like, it's really fun, but really freaking... It can get annoying at sometimes, but it's like for the right reasons. But anywho's, yes, that concludes HD Sonic Unleashed. But is, in my opinion, the best Sonic game ever made. So, thank you all for joining me. I hope you all had fun, and I hope you decide to give this game a try yourself. It's on, you can play it on the PS3, the Xbox 360, or the current generation of consoles. Or you can play the SD version, which is still fine, but I think the HD version is just better, like a lot better. But yes, I highly encourage you guys give this game a try for yourself, because it definitely is worth checking out. But anywho, that is going to do it for me today, so I'll see you next weekend for the DLC for Cuphead. And that concludes HD Sonic Unleashed. So, again, thank you for joining me. I hope you all had fun. Until next time, love you all. Take care.